You can see it right here. My bad, because I actually had the audio and everything off because it doesn't really matter. But let me get back to the main screen. Here's the main screen. But what I'm saying is I've been working on that. But I just got done watching his video, and he name dropped me. Two good times. So this is kind of like a reaction or a reply. But we did speak about this following the Whether You Like It or Not panel that was on Really Be TV's channel yesterday, and the season finale of this is going to be on Sky by Nature TV's channel, and the clip show, we don't know. Hopefully, we'll have it the following Monday, but that's more than likely going to be on Sky TV's channel as well. And also, if you've been watching this season 2 of the Whether You Like It or Not panel, please, if you have a clip that you would like in the clip show that you thought needs to be addressed, because what's going to happen is we're going to come together. And right now, you can send it to any of us, but Josiah is the primary one because he's actually going to put it together. But he's going to put it together. It's going to be thrown more than likely on Scotty's channel. And one of those Mondays, like, it's going to premiere. And all of us are just going to be in the comment section, and we're all just going to have a good time. So if there was a moment that you think deserves to be on this clip show, please, send it to any of us if you can. Primarily Josiah, and you don't even have to send us a clip. Just let us know what episode it was. Give us the beginning and end time, and we will do the rest from there. But nevertheless, we did discuss this yesterday, and I did bring it up because what I was saying is because everybody wants to use the word threaten. I mean, you could say, I don't like using the word threaten only because in this particular state in the world, it's a bit of a trigger, like one of those buzzwords, like a dog whistle. That's not what I got of it. And again, being someone that does, a little bit, because again, compared to what Funky does, compared to what I do, what I do is light. He on another level. But pretty much what he was saying is, and here's the thing, he addressed that a tweet was put out, quote unquote, calling out his hypocrisy. And Candiace liked and retweeted it, and someone went to him in one of his social media platforms and let him know about it. He just didn't feel like searching for it, which I understand Funky in that, because if y'all been rocking with me for any length of time, I've made it clear, I'm pretty sure people talk about me, which is fine. Now, if I'm subscribed to someone and I see it and hear it for myself, that's one thing. But if I'm not subscribed to somebody and you are, and they talk about me, don't bring it over here. Because though you may be coming from a genuine place, that leads me to believe you're trying to start some shit, which is not what I want. You know what I'm saying? And again, I have so much going on in my life where I don't want to have to sit here and step down off my pedestal to sit here and address something that doesn't need to be addressed. And this has nothing to do with numbers, views, and anything, because I have 2,000 plus subscribers. And it's been like that for years, but I haven't been consistent because, again, I've been working on me, trying to be the better version of me that I possibly can. And y'all have heard me say on the panel that I don't care. I will go to the lowest depths of low. So I try not to engage in that mess because I will go there. Anyway, but what Funky he clearly said, over there on your platform with those women, you take it to the lowest points of the low. I am a hell of a lot worse. He said that he's a punk, and I understand it's punk, but he said punk, so I guess that's PONK. But nevertheless, he was saying that, look, he belongs to a community that invented the read. He will go there with you, and we have seen Funky go there. We have. Now, have we seen Funky be selective on who he wants to come back at? Yes, we have. But again, people are like that. That is your prerogative. You can do that. But when Funky decides to go down that rabbit hole, he goes down that rabbit hole. So what he was saying to her is, because here's the thing, it wasn't a threat, and Terrence said it clear. I said that was a promise because it was. Because what he was saying is, when it comes to this social media thing, you might have the Twitter fingers, but not only do I have Facebook, I'm not sorry, not Facebook, YouTube. There's other platforms that I have. I'm making other moves. So if I sit here and I address you, because let's be clear, Funky did address it on his YouTube, and he actually did another video, I believe today, talking about the whole Chris thing, the live that he did on IG. But let Funky talk about it, right? well, he's on TGI F, if I'm not mistaken. That can be brought up there, which is to a whole nother audience on Fox Soul, and he could still push this on other avenues. And even though he said his little light, and he had to correct people saying that he didn't threaten her because he didn't. But now you have other YouTubers talking about it, other content creators talking about it. So this is one of those where you have your little fan base, which I am a part of that. But then there's Funky. And Funky made it very clear when he said that, in essence, he pioneered reviewing of reality TV shows. Not to say that he was the first one to do it, but he is the one that has the most notoriety doing it. So I have a following, I have multiple platforms. I guarantee you this ain't what you want. When it comes to the verbal, everybody took it like, oh my gosh, he threatened a woman. No, that's not what it was. It's just, if you want to have a war of words, okay, a WOW, a wow moment, we can do that. But he was saying, trust and believe me, Keisha Cole, I'm probably going to wear you out way worse than you can never wear me out. And at the same exact time, with you having sticky notes and Kleenexes and all this other stuff, this ain't what you want right here. This ain't the work that you want. So I understood what he was saying, and that was a conversation that we had, and I stand firm in that, where it's just, it wasn't a threat, but it is a promise. He ain't never said that he was gonna roll up on her. He ain't never said he was gonna call his cousin, Shakisha, to roll up on her. He ain't say none of that. And this is one of those where people read too deeply into it, or they were trying to use this as clickbait. Because the title of this video is just going to be a response to what Terrence said. That's really all this is, because again, this was never anything for me to discuss. It was just something for us to talk about behind the scenes, because it happened that day and it involved what we were talking about on the panel. That's all that is. And even with what he said today, he said that he and Chris talked. He wasn't going into detail, which he didn't have to, because it's none of our business. And nowhere in that conversation, I'm sorry, it was a text message conversation, my bad. But nowhere in that was Chris addressing what was said on social media. And it just is what it is. So, I mean, that's just that. Now, to Terrence, don't be sitting here throwing my name out all willy-nilly now. Okay, look, we already go back and forth enough on the battle. Don't be sitting there putting me in no, yeah. But that's pretty much it. And like, that is my opinion on it. And the thing is, and Funky even said in his first video, he and Candiace are more alike than they are different. And part of the reason, and again, I still like Monique, but part of the reason that I like Candiace is because I feel that Candiace and myself are a lot alike, where I don't know her background, but I know growing up and having cousins that, because I'm Generation Y, most of my cousins and whatnot, or older cousins, are Generation X. So there's that gap there. And obviously I was young to the point where I could not physically fight them. Now, today, that's a different fucking story. That's a different fucking story. But then I couldn't. I really couldn't. So at a young age, and it's between age 5 and 7, that's when the mouth of mine became what it was and what it is, where I would fight them with my words. And the funny thing is, many of them could not fight me back. So many of them would resort to physical violence because you can't handle my mouth. So it's just like, oh, you mad? Well, and as I got older, my mouth got worse. And it's just like, well, if you don't want this work, don't mess with me. But you do that, you get the react. So you are the cause, I'm the reaction. Now you're mad because I'm reacting to you, but you're making it seem as if I'm just going to fuck off on you, and now it's a big thing. And I think that might tie into Candiace, and if we really were to dig deep, we would figure out where the disconnect is and what caused her to become the woman that she is. But again, I understand that whole thing. Now, we've argued last season, and again, though I say both she and Monique were wrong, it's one of those where I see both sides. And the thing is, do I like to fight? No. Can I fight? Yes. Will I win? Well, damn it, that depends on the time, circumstances. It's a whole lot of factors, but I'm not afraid to fight. Candiace is. So again, there's a lot of these different elements that mix into the thing. But one thing that I can say is, when Funky said that he, her, and Heavenly share that, gift the gab, the whole I will sit here and say something and rock you to your core, I'm in that same boat. which is why I might be a little bit biased when it comes to Candiace. But again, if y'all watch me, y'all know I hold her to the fire too. I forget who it was. You know, I can pull it up right now because somebody got in my comments and I appreciated it. I'm pretty sure I liked it when she made the comment, and it's the Nom Nom, and her pretty much just saying that she lied me because I'm a hater for the sake of hate. Anybody can get it, and yeah, anybody can. It just is what it is. I'm gonna talk about shit. But at the same time, I can physically defend myself if I have to. We're all adults. I shouldn't have to. But if that's what it is what it is. But this is just my reaction to what it is that Terrence said. I'm gonna watch that video again because when I tell you Terrence had me hooping and hollering again, I ain't like being called out because now I feel like I had to do a video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's all there is to it. But one thing that we need to learn to do a hell of a lot more is when it comes to content creators doing videos is go to the source, watch everything in its totality, or if you can't, find where it starts and start watching 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after. This is me talking aviation stuff, but it does help. And literally take that and then have your commentary. Because what a lot of people do is there'll be clips surfacing on Twitter, Instagram. They will take those clips and then make a video, but you haven't like sat there and listened to the full dialogue to have a full understanding of what was said, or you just want some salacious stuff out there. But then you run into that whole: are you credible? Are you just following on somebody's coattails? To get some of this right here. And for the sake of it, this video is not going to be monetized, just for the sake of, because again, I have no intentions of doing it, and I have other content that I'm working on, but I just want to take a break to give you this. But that's it. That's all that I have. So let me know how you guys feel. If you're watching this but you haven't watched Terrence's video, I will do my best to pin it in the pinned comments so you can go over there and watch what he had to say. And I will also do my best to pin the two videos that Funky did. The one yesterday for part 2 and 3 of the reunion, and where he quote unquote, like y'all saying, threatened her, and then the video he did today addressing the whole Chris situation. So yeah, that's all that I have. Make sure you guys are watching my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond playthrough. Please do. It's fun over here. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys on this video. Peace out.